Hello everybody, my name is Kindled. Welcome back. How about that Oblivion remaster? I did not expect this to drop. I was just playing normal Oblivion. Now we're on the remaster. Why not continue it? Why not go find my favorite quest I've ever played in any Elder Scrolls game in the brand new remaster? As new Lord Edge, who admittedly is looking a little rough. Everybody's pretty ugly in this. Now, I don't want to bury the lead too much. I'm going to answer you guys' top 3 questions that are probably on your mind right now. Number 1, should I get the Oblivion remaster? The answer is yeah, probably. Number 2, is this a faithful remaster, remake, whatever you want to call it? Yes, it is. It does have some quality of life features. I, for one, have been enjoying the sprint feature, even if it does have a very, very goofy third-person animation. And 3, why do you look like that? The answer to that question is not complicated. Because I made Lord Edge in the same way I made Lord Edge in the first 2 videos. So we're going to blast up to where I was in the last video, so that we can get on, finally, with the best quest in Oblivion, because that's what you're here for.
For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor.
Stranger.
Help! Help! I'm being attacked!
Help! Help! Help me!
You sleep rather soundly for a murderer.
I welcome you to the Dark Brotherhood.
I am, of course, going to blast through this as fast as possible for you guys, but if you do want to see me take on these quests, there's the playlist in the description. You can watch me play on the old version of Oblivion, what we did. Bro?
Come on, you've got to help me. Let old Valen out of this cell.
I'm glad you've returned.
Were you bald a second ago? You good?
I'm a bit stiff, but quite fine otherwise.
Bro, you're bald again!
Ah, so Mortieri has escaped. Well done.
I just
Brooding
had that
again.
big
Not a
galleon
bad
down the
way to
front.
make some money.
Someone
If you've
killed
got
the
the
captain.
How can I help?
Right
stones
there
for
on
it.
the ship.
Apparently Oshiva is 4,503 steps that way. Which is always that. It never changes. I don't know where she's gone. I've checked out the living quarters, I've checked out the training room, I've checked out Oshiva.
Do you like parties? Because you've been invited to one.
This is it.
Of course, you'll be killing all the other guests.
So here we are, finally. I've been tasked with taking out 5 targets within Summer Mist Manor. I don my finest clothes and enter, and we're immediately met with the first of our 5 guests. A Breton woman, old, and claims to be from even older money. You could say we hit it off immediately.
Oh, you're a funny one.
She and the other guests have already started looking for the gold in here. Of course, the gold is fake. They're here to die, and I'm here to do it, one by one, and in secret. She tells me a little bit about the others. Dovisi, a Dunmer woman. Nels, the naughty, a body Nord. Primo Antonius, a wealthy nobleman. And Neville, a former Imperial soldier.
Well, that chest of gold is supposed to be in here somewhere.
We split up, and I make myself comfortable for my hardest challenge yet. Very first thing I learned was that everyone had an opinion on the other.
Personally, I think she's a little floozy. She's been eyeing young Primo Antonius.
The old woman had a distaste for dark elves, especially, but otherwise, Dovisi was by far the most liked one here, particularly for Primo and Nels.
She's quite beautiful, isn't she? A little young, perhaps, and not exactly high-born, but she possesses a unique elegance.
If it came down to me and her against someone else, they would surely side with Dovisi, so logically, she had to be the first to go.
Oh, you think so?
Luckily, it seemed she herself had something for Primo.
But I like it.
All right, then. I'll wait for him in his room upstairs.
Later that night, after a good pretend search of the house for gold, I paid her a visit. The other guests were shocked and confused. I played my part of the terrified house guest. Neville took it hard, but as Nels and Primo grieved, he already had his suspicions.
You mark my words, this entire party is a trap. Someone wants us all dead, and now they have their chance.
These two were grieving messes, and would be prone to all manner of stupid actions, like attacking the poor racist old woman in the basement. After all,
it seems she's upset about the murder, but there's something else. It's almost like she's glad there's less competition for the gold.
One less dark elf in the world, and now there's one less person to find the gold as well. It's a good day, don't you think? Ah!
10 years ago, when I was in my prime, this never would have happened.
you could hear the panic in the remaining guests' voices.
Between you and me, I think Matilda found the gold, and one of the others killed her for it. Maybe that means the rest of us are safe.
3 left, and it was sadly an easy call to make on who my next target would be. With Nels and Neville at each other's throats, and Neville even looking to make an ally of Primo, the young man had to die.
He'll kill them like he did the others.
For Neville, this was the final straw.
You and I aren't murderers, so that leaves one person. It's Nels the Naughty.
Yes, we must kill that foul Nord before he slits our throats. Aye!
We're being killed off, one by one.
And so it was done. The former Legion soldier had defeated the assassin. All he had to do was find his way out of the house. Sorry to get all dramatic on you guys, but I got this comment on my last video asking why I loved the Dark Brotherhood quests, or rather saying that they didn't understand why people loved them. And he's right. Conceptually, the Dark Brotherhood is your basic edgy role-playing experience where you get to play an assassin and revel in being an evil bastard. And that's all it needed to be. Needs to be. This game is old, or at least it was when I wrote this script before they blindsided me with a remaster out of nowhere. The quests are linear, the quests are basic. Go here, kill person, go here, fetch thing. But it was the surrounding voice acting and environment that made it special. You get revenge on the guy who heckles you in the beginning of the game. You have allies who are edgy and dark and bald. In your dialogue, you get to stare at people and say nothing. You dress in black leather armor. You get to ride an all-black horse eventually. And in 2006, there weren't many games that let me do that, let alone as a character I made and made the choices for. My relationship with video games is different than when I was in high school, but Oblivion was special to me at the time, and it keeps a special place in my memories, playing this game with my friend's dad every day after high school. And as a kid looking for escapism, I really escaped into the character that I made. I hope this video and this quest shows that. And even more exciting than me getting to play this game again in a new way, I'm really excited for all the people who are going to pick this up and be brand new to Oblivion, especially after the big Skyrim boom. And this is only one way that this quest can go down. If you choose your own kill order, much of the dialogue changes, and I tried to not show too much of that either. I didn't showcase the awkward and returning persuasion mechanic so that all these people trusted me enough to talk shit about each other. You can absolutely walk through the house and slash your sword once on each person and just complete the quest. And if that's how you want to play it, I recommend you do that. But if you embrace the role-playing in a role-playing game, suddenly everything has context and it means something. Even if technically you are just going someplace and killing someone. I embraced my inner bastard. I terrorized these people for fun, and I loved every second of it. This video turned out way different than I was expecting. It was just a gameplay video, and I'm going to go back to normal commentary on the next one. But if you haven't played these Dark Brotherhood quests, get on that right now, because this is definitely the best quest I think Oblivion has to offer. But if you think differently, let me know in the comments, and I would gladly get to them to complete them too. I was thinking the arena after the Dark Brotherhood, to meet up with an old friend maybe.